What up, my fellow Knicks fans? This is your guy Marcellus Ease, and don't panic quite yet. Now in this segment right here, we'll be taking a look at Mitchell Robinson, as this season he has been a beast. He is one of the main contributing factors that's having us as one of the top offenses. Even though we have a lot of shooting woes, he is definitely contributing by giving us a lot of second chance opportunities. And we'll also take a look at Mitch in his few games early on of how he performed versus stretch fives. Because even though early on this season he's been a pest in the paint, when he does get pulled out, it does expose a few weaknesses. But I'm not going to say no more. Let's get to it.
See, as you can see, the more you fuck around, the more you're going to find out. And also, if you stay down here and you never fuck around, you'll never find out.
Right.
So I noticed a similar trend that's going on with Mitch. Any type of stretch bigs that like to hang around the three-point line, sometimes Mitch loses track of them. As we'll see right here with Jason Tatum throwing the screen, which I wish the Knicks did more of, have other players throw screens from here other than Mitch. It kind of changes things up. As take a look at Mitchell Robinson, he's going to completely lose track of KP. And yeah, this pretty much killed us the whole night. Stretch big, man, just he moves. But we seen him have a similar struggle with Brook Lopez up in Milwaukee. So with the stretch bigs on the floor, the Knicks communication is going to have to be on point. Brunson is going to completely get caught right here on this screen. And this is where Mitch, of course, Mitch is going to drop back while Brunson recovers. But KP, he's going to make a nice off-ball run. Look at KP's movement right here. KP's going to switch and come right here, right in Drew's sight, right in his vision to receive the pass. Mitch is doing his job properly right here. But this is way too easy. This is way too easy. Let's take a look at that again. Let's see what they could have done different. Okay, the dump off. That's one action. See right there. Right there. Maybe Brunson should have went under this screen. Because Drew can shoot threes, but he's not that crazy. But Brunson completely caught off guard. They should have switched. They should have switched. KP just killed the Knicks in this game. So Brunson has to go over the top. Of course, Mitch is going to drop back to support, but they should have switched. They should have called switch right here. Switch. Okay, I'm not gonna front KP, man. Beautiful off-ball movement right here to get right in Drew Holiday's line of sight right here. Perfect. The Knicks are really gonna have to be on point with the pick and roll defense, especially with these stretch bigs. All right, so right here we're gonna see Mitchell Robinson being pulled out along with KP way out to the three-point range, and we're gonna just take a look at his recovery. Let's look at Mitch right here. He's not as agile as Hartenstein. Mitch almost looks like a fish out of water way out here. Once again, with KP and Al Horford, man, two stretch bigs. It's like how agile Mitch is going to be. Because we've seen Hartenstein in this game come in the third quarter, actually start in that third quarter and just give the Knicks crazy minutes. He was all over the place. He was chasing guards. He was chasing guys way out here in the perimeter. He was rebounding, boxing out. But I'm just looking at Mitch's agility right here. Like it's kind of slow. KP, that's his range. He would normally hit that. But just looking at the closeout, I wouldn't really say that deterred KP's shot. He just straight up missed it. This right here is a perfect example of why Hartenstein is our guy to be guard and stretch bigs. Look at his activity. He's just everywhere. Look at Hartenstein. He's just everywhere. Quickly gets back just to contest that shot. Even though it's a foul, he is active. And it took me a while because I haven't even realized that Mitch is not as mobile as he once was before, you know, he put on that extra muscle. He's not as mobile. He's almost like a traditional big now. Now, Isaiah Hartenstein, I see why he had more burn than Mitchell Robinson in the second half, because he guards these stretch bigs a lot better. As we're going to see here off this pick and roll. Look at him stick with White. And then, yeah, he is sliding his feet to go back to KP. With Mitch, that was normally a open shot. And look how he keeps up with KP right here. Still keeping up with KP, still keeping up with him. Nice sliding his feet. I don't know how that's a foul. But Hartenstein might be a better option with these stretch fives on the floor. Now right here off this pick and roll, let's keep track of Mitch as he's going to lose track of Brook Lopez. I don't know if he's used to just guarding bigs, just expects the man to be down low. But after Mitch hedges right here, look where he heads towards. He heads down low, and then look at Josh Hart's reaction. I'm going to slow it down. See Josh Hart pointing. He's telling Mitch like, yo, he's right here. He's a stretch big. Mitch is running the wrong way. See, and now he spots the word from Hart. So you see Mitch completely caught off guard. And Brook Lopez still gets the pass. And he nails down that three. I wonder if the Knicks kind of dealing with two big men in Giannis, and then Brook Lopez is causing Mitch to kind of stay near the high post or just kind of be the low man because he's not that quick laterally. Just moving up and down. As you're going to see right here. It's not quick on the recovery at all as Brook Lopez was able to knock this shot down. But that was back-to-back threes by Brook Lopez. As we're going to see the play before, Mitch was actually being, he's not really the low man here, but he was guarding the hoop right here, and just the closeout was just dealing with a stretch five. Let's just see how Mitch handles it. Damon's going to attack the hoop. I think just his closeouts. Knicks have about what? 1, 2, 3. Josh Hart is the power forward here. Yeah, I think the Knicks just dealing with two big men. Just a threat of Giannis is causing Mitch to stay down here. But he doesn't really do a good job of closing out. See, like that slight hesitation right there. Causes Brook Lopez to be fully open. So that's back-to-back three-pointers given up by Mitch. But once again, the threat of Giannis just, dominating the paint and just dominating Julius the way he was, it's causing Mitch to kind of stay down here a little bit more. And he's just not quick laterally on his closeouts to get to Brook Lopez. This is where Hartenstein comes in because Hartenstein is much quicker. But Mitch putting on a lot of that muscle, man, has really made him a traditional big. He's not as agile as we're used to seeing him when he was a lot skinnier. So right here, we're looking at another matchup with Mitchell Robinson against a stretch five and KP. And they're going to pick at Mitch early right here. As KP, yep, he's going to be the roller right here. And the Celtics early on, they seem to be cooking where KP is the roller. Let's see. Kind of a fake screen. Gets in the way. Not really a screen right there. And then he just pops out. Look at Mitch. Mitch is doing his job by just kind of dropping back. Kind of just standing in the way as Josh Hart recovers to Tatum. But KP just pops out. And he hits the three. Now, once again, right here, the pick and roll using KP early in this transition. Look at KP setting up the screen. But once again, Jaylen Brown lets him know he needs to come a little closer. And the whole time, Mitch and Randall, no communication. And once again, the Celtics, they're relying on Mitch to kind of drop back off of the roll. But KP is going to end up throwing a ghost screen. As you're going to see, he's not even going to touch Randall. Not even going to touch him. Bam, right there. Didn't even touch him. So, of course, Mitch right now, his job is to drop back, kind of be in the way of Jaylen Brown getting to the hoop. And that's going to cause an alley hoop right here. This combination of them just picking at Mitch and just poor communication between Mitch and Randall. But just looking at it very early on, they're going at Mitch with KP as the roller. Now right here, it's still early. Look at Mitch all the way out here. It's still early, and they're going to run another pick and roll with KP throwing the pick. And you're going to see Tatum kind of anticipate, already knowing that before they already thread the needle one time to KP for alley-hoop, and then the last time he popped out. Now you're going to see with 5 out, everybody's out. With 5 out, you're going to see a player like Tatum. What kind of makes him a superstar is that he's going to adjust. He's going to thread the needle right here. And Grimes kind of stunts, but doesn't fully commit. And Tatum gets in for the easy dunk. Yeah, they kind of went at Mitch real early in this matchup. Once again, we're still only in the first quarter, and they're picking at Mitch early. Look at KP not only throwing the screen way out here, dragging Mitch all the way out, but this is the real screener right here. White is the real screener, as it's really a screen on a screener for KP to roll. As you can see it play out here. Look at White. Look at White approaching in. Throws another screen on Mitch. And KP is the open man for the alley-hoop right here. As he gets the foul in the N1. Let's take a look at this one more time. Look at White. That's the real screener right there. 3-man action. Man. They're really going at Mitch really early. Not only they're pulling him out, and they're throwing a screen on him at the same time. So he's trying to fight through his screen while getting screened. And it's for KP to be featured as the offensive player so far in this first quarter. But most of their plays, with about 6 minutes left in the first quarter, have been ran against Mitch. Once again right here, Mitch just dealing with the stretch 5 and KP. Now he drops back, which the Celtics already know Mitch is going to drop back while Brunson recovers. And KP just kind of pops out because all of this right here is his range. All of this right here is his range. So look where Mitch is at. I mean, the fact that Brunson went under, Mitch didn't have to show this much to get in his path. I mean, this is way too much time. Let's look at this again. Yeah, I wish Brunson jumped this. I wish he jumped it, because they've been killing us this whole game with this pick and roll with KP since the first meeting. But the fact that Brunson went under, I don't know, did Mitch need to be right here? Could he not just been a little bit more to the left to recover? They're just killing us. We got to find an answer for this. Let's look where Mitch goes. It seems like Mitch just went straight. Okay. Right here. See, like, if KP just threw a ghost screen, he would have been wide open for a 3. Like, the contact wasn't even guaranteed, because in the first quarter, KP was throwing ghost screens where he's acting like he's going here, and he'll pop out real quick. But either way, he would have been open. Mitch just wasn't ready for the roll. Okay, so the pick happened here. Brunson completely kind of caught in it, but he still got under. Look where Mitch is at. I mean, at the end of the day, I'd rather live with White taking that 3-point shot than KP. KP's been killing us, and this whole thing right here is his range. Right here from the center. That has been his range. Okay, so on this possession, we gave up once again another 3-pointer to KP. I believe he had 21 points just by the third quarter, man. He is killing us. But Jaylen Brown right here, he's going to do a ghost screen and go right into the corner right here. KP's really going to throw a real screen for him. But it's going to be a ghost screen, turn. KP's going to throw the real screen. And once again, Mitch, I'm not blaming Mitch or anything, but they're just getting us good here. You see Jaylen Brown. Look at Jaylen Brown. It's not a real screen right here. Ghost screen to the side. KP's really throwing the real screen. Watch. See, ghost screen. And then quickly runs into KP. And it kind of leaves Mitch in no man's land. This is out of nowhere. That ghost screen came fast. See? And now Mitch, he kind of overcommitted here because Randall was right here to help. But this is where communication comes into play, because he's not going to recover in time to block this shot. But KP gets another 3-pointer. So far this season, man, the stretch fives are having a good time against us. Okay, so now we're in the fourth quarter, and once again, KP is coming up to set a screen. And once again, Tatum is going to be right on Mitchell Robinson, and he's going to give him another different look. If you guys remember, in the first half, KP stepped out, he popped out, Tatum found him, and they shot a 3. And then they did a pick and roll with KP almost hitting a ghost screen, and it resulted into an alley-oop. And eventually, once again, the same thing happened, but except this time, there was a screener behind Mitchell Robinson and Derek White, and KP once again was able to roll for another alley-oop, but he didn't convert on it, but he was able to get a foul. And then there was also a time where Jason Tatum just kind of split the screen. So now Jason Tatum is going to do another move, as you can see right here. He's going to do an in and out dribble and just give, once again, he's cooking. I'm not going to lie, he's cooking. He gave Mitchell Robinson another fucking look off this pick and roll. And all of this pretty much stems from KP just being that initial threat from out here. Mitch just in the back of his mind knows at some point he's going to have to recover and get back to KP. And it's just leaving him pretty much vulnerable. And a guy like Tatum, man, Tatum just gave him a lot of different looks throughout this game. Off that same fucking pick and roll. Now look at Mitchell Robinson right here, using those long arms to get in between the passing lanes. Nice. He did that to Paul George too. Let's take a look at that in real time. Look at Mitch right here off this pick and roll. Having a hell of a season. Just altering PG-13's shot. Now Pete Mitchell Robinson right here, not only he's killing it with the rebounds, he's continuing to be a pest on the defensive end. Take a look at Mitchell Robinson right here being a pest on this pick and roll. Now Jalen Brunson right here puts on a nice move to get to the cup. Let's take a look at Mitchell Robinson. Take a look at where Mitch is at right here. Damn, Mitch putting in work. Once again, Mitchell Robinson right here. When the Knicks start doing all these little floaters anywhere around here, Mitch actually gets about 22% of the offensive rebounds in those possessions. You're going to see him right here, just putting in the work. Look at Mitch. Woo! Look at Mitch right here being a pest. Off this RJ Barrett miss. Look at Mitch fighting through the screens, fighting through two people. Fighting through Kawhi. Jesus. Get it, Mitch. Mitch got the whole Clippers starting lineup right on him off this offensive board. Wow. And low-key, off of Mitch's offensive rebounds, that's the best time the Knicks gonna have open three-point shooters. Look at Grimes. Look at RJ. That is the best time the Knicks have to shoot threes, is off these Mitch offensive boards. That's when guys are just gonna be wide open. Once again, Mitch got the whole Clippers starting lineup on him off this offensive board. Look at Mitch down here being a goddamn problem. Woo! Mitch causing us to get that offensive board right there. And then Brunson again, putting it back up. That's the zone right there, low key. Right here. Once again, these floaters, man. Mitch converts about 20% of those shots for offensive boards again. But look at Mitch, man. Look at Mitch. Get it, Mitch. Yes, sir. Look at Mitch down here battling down low. Yeah. Now, with the Clippers being such a small size team, I'm wondering how they're going to cut down on the turnover rate from these two, James Harden and Russell Westbrook. But look at Mitchell Robinson right here, once again, getting involved in the passing lanes as he's reading the eyes of James Harden. Look at that. Mitch continuing to have a big season, not only on the boards, also getting deflections and just being a defensive presence, man. Just overall, Mitch has really evolved into being that real center, man. Just putting on the muscle and just putting in the work. You've seen the Knicks development really just pay dividends right now. So the type of screen that Mitchell Robinson sets up right here is perfect because he doesn't even have to touch the defender. As you're going to see Sochan, he's not even going to touch him. And when he splits right there. That's how Mitch can get more points. Pay attention right here. He's not even going to touch him. Mitch is just going to split right off rip. Look at that. Right away. Perfect. Now let's take a look at Mitchell Robinson once again. It's going to be a reoccurring theme. As he kind of sets his screen, doesn't really even touch the defender. And he gets open. He just missed it, but let's take a look at that one more time. Look at Mitch. Perfect screen. He doesn't even touch him. Let's go. And he just bricks it. Jumped a little too far out, but those tend to be the type of screen where the roller actually gets more shot attempts at the hoop, or just more attempts at the hoop overall. Here's Mitch once again. Remember, like I said before, when the Knicks try to attempt these floaters anywhere around here, Mitch is there about 20% of the time so far this season to get that offensive rebound. And that's what kept us as the #2 defense, or tied for #2 last season. And Mitch gets fouled right here. So Brunson's going to get to the sweet spot right here. These little floaters. Mitch is the cleanup man. Gives us second chance opportunities. Look at Mitch right here cleaning up on the glass. Once again, the floaters, all them shots is in these areas. Around the elbow, high post. Mitch is going to clean them up. All these little floaters. All right, right here, it's a few times we get the battle between Mitch and Victor down low. Look at them battling. Mitch with the nice box out. And he can grab the boards right over Victor. Now look at Mitch and Wemby down here just battling off this miss. Woo-wee! Get it. It's a battle down low between Mitch and Victor. Boy, when Victor fills out, man, he is going to be a problem. But as long as Mitch keeps developing, the Knicks going to have an answer for that. So right here, right off a transition, the Spurs, they love this type of weak side action for Wemby to go one-on-one. Usually him just going down here is usually a bucket. But they usually draw guys out so Wemby could just have this clear space to operate. But watch Mitch, as he's going to stop him. That girth, those long arms. But Victor, also having those long arms, he could make this cross-court pass without even fully jumping. Now, Mitchell Robinson right here gives the Knicks 2 more possessions. Look at RJ Barrett off this miss. Mitch with the offensive board. Randall with the miss. But look, Mitch got fouled right there again, giving the Knicks another possession. So you see why we couldn't shoot last year, but yet we still finished one of the top offenses in the league. Now this season, Mitchell Robinson has been a pest on the boards. Look at him just force his jump ball over 2 guys. Sheesh. Now once again right here, pay attention down low. Victor versus Mitch. As you're going to see RJ Barrett shoot this jumper. Look at them 2 down low. Look at Mitch fight over. Look at him fight over Victor. So again, pay attention to Mitch. Sheesh. Now right here, you're going to see the great transition defense by Mitch as he's going to deflect this pass right on Victor. Look at that. And Mitch has been a pest all season. He's been everywhere. He almost gets this to go the Knicks' way, but I believe he stepped out of bounds. Mitch this season having a hell of a defensive season. Just look at the recovery right here on PJ Washington. Mitch just forcing up PJ to throw up some crazy shit. Let's look at it again. Mitch almost falling for the pump fake right there, but look at the recovery time. PJ thought he had it. Yeah, not today, boy. Mitch has been killing the Hornets right here all night long, giving the Knicks so many second chance opportunities to get extra threes. Look at that. Another chance right there. It's not over yet. Mitch is still going to get the ball back and draws a foul right here. Man, they're going in on Mitchell down low. Mitch has completely owned the paint this season. So right here, when Mitch grabs the offensive board, there is always someone going to crash right here or right here, just in his line of sight to shoot this 3-point shot. But in this right here, when he gets his board, guys are usually open. That's the most open guys usually get. And the Knicks, once again, they have someone crash right here in his line of sight. Or if he grabs the board and he's facing the other direction, they have someone crash right here. Right in here. Once again, off a Mitch rebound. Look if Randall swung the ball. Then they swung it one more time. That is the exact moment in time that the Knicks have to knock down open 3-point shots. So Mitch this season being a big part of the Knicks offense is just collecting these offensive rebounds. Anytime the Knicks shoot around the paint or just in the paint, around the high post, these floaters, Mitch is about collecting these rebounds at about a 20% rate. You're just going to see Randall get right to the sweet spot and Mitch is going to come collect. Again, Mitch is one of the reasons, even though we have shooting woes to start off the season, but he's the main reason why our offense is one of the top offenses in the league. Just the way he's creating second chance points, it's really killing teams. And in this small ball copycat era that we're in, a guy like Mitch just on the boards just cleaning up like that, yeah, it's really going to kill teams. So Mitchell Robinson overall has been one of the main contributing factors of just giving the Knicks that overall aura of just being one of these teams known to just beat you up in the paint. Mitch has just been that dominant, and he's grabbing offensive boards at almost a Dennis Rodman type rate. That's how much he's killing it this season. But it's still early in the season. We'll see how his stamina holds up. But once again, Mitch is just one of the biggest pieces in our offense, just giving us that ability to just keep getting second chance points. And you can only imagine when our 3-point shot actually starts falling, the Knicks could completely go up to another level. But make no mistake about it, this roster is designed to have guys assist Mitch on those offensive rebounds. But it is great to see Mitchell Robinson's development. It's showing that the Knicks front office not only having the ability to find him in the second round, but also developing the culture around the Knicks where they actually develop players. We literally see Mitchell Robinson develop from the ground up.